On episode 129 of He Said, She Said movie reviews, we take a look at the movie Bad Boys for Life. Welcome to He Said, She Said movie reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
So we went and saw Bad Boys for Life. I give this movie 3 stars, and April?
3 stars as well.
We'll tell you all about it right after this one trailer.
The only trailer we saw was No Time to Die. It's James Bond has left active service. His piece is very short-lived when his old friend from the CIA turns up asking for help, leading him into a trail of mysterious villain armed with dangerous new technology. Release date April 10th, 2020, Daniel Craig and
Rami Malek.
I love him. All righty.
Freddie Mercury himself.
Yeah. How do you think this looks, Tim?
I can't wait. I'm a huge Bond fan.
Yeah,
I've been a Bond fan since I was a little kid. First Bond movie I ever saw in the theater was Live and Let Die, and it's still my favorite. So
that's true. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna. I'm gonna look for a different trailer to get me a little more excited.
All right.
Movie.
Well, the last one you didn't enjoy all that much.
That is true.
Okay, so Bad Boys for Life. This is the 3rd installment of the Bad Boys movies. And it's about Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett are back together for one last ride in the highly anticipated Bad Boys for Life. It had a team of directors, Adil Arbi and Bilall Fallah. These two are both known for Black Image and Gangsta.
And the writers were Chris Bremner. It's his first screenplay, but Peter Craig and Joe Carnahan. Let's see. I think Peter Craig is the one I know. It's 12 Strong, Hunger Games, Mockingjay 1 and 2. But Joe, Tim, what has he done?
Death Wish.
Yep.
One of my favorite movies with Liam Neeson, The Grey.
Oh, that's right.
The A-Team and Smoking Aces.
Okay, he's done a lot.
Okay, so the cast. Well, of course, you have Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. So happy to see Martin back in doing something. April and I were huge fans of Martin.
We can sing the song for you, but
you don't want us to sing for you. We also have Vanessa Hudgens, Alexander Ludwig, Charles Melton, Paola Nuñez, Cate del Castillo, Joe Pantoliano, and Jacob Scipio.
Pretty good there.
Thank you.
We've got a runtime of 124 minutes. It's rated R for strong, bloody violence, language throughout, sexual references, and brief drug use.
Okay, so this movie is a buddy film, and it's all about what happens when you get older. So that's your theme and tone right there. And, I was really happy that this movie was coming out. Bad Boys was one of my favorite franchises.
Yes.
I mean, the first movie was so good and so funny. This one, what do you think, April?
Well, I mean, I definitely laughed out loud several times. I mean, but it wasn't. I thought it would be a lot funnier to be direct. I did laugh out loud, though, several times. I was so happy to see them back together. And they addressed so many issues with aging. And I mean, how can you not relate to that?
Yeah, for me, I don't know if this movie is a victim of my anticipation, because when I really anticipate a movie, it tends to let me down, and that's a Tim problem, not the movie problem.
Right.
However, I think there are some things wrong with this movie. First of all, these two directors, they've never directed an action movie or a comedy movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if these two were the right guys to direct this movie. I wouldn't give the direction 5 stars on this movie. I don't even know if I'd give it a 3 stars. So.
Yeah, I felt like there were several issues. Even the score could have been better. I think that I of course love the two together. I mean, that was the best part for me of the night. Just seeing them and just seeing them pick on each other is hilarious. I don't want to give anything away, but that part was great. I loved the chase scenes. It was nothing like that. Obviously, Miami, very colorful, beautiful. Anyone that's ever been, it's a great city. But for me, I just felt like it was too long. It was too long of a movie.
It was what, 4 minutes over your 2-hour mark?
Yeah, but it felt very long.
Okay.
And with that being said, also there were just times that it just kind of dragged.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I felt like the movie dragged at times. The pace wasn't all that good, and for me, it just seemed longer than it was. The acting, as you just said, it was great seeing Will Smith and Martin Lawrence together again. They were good, but rest of the cast,
I know. What did you think about the villain, the woman villain?
Oh, she was okay.
We know her from Weeds.
She was in Weeds, and I think she pretty much played the same thing, a female drug lord from Mexico. So
yes,
in Weeds,
did.
so
yes, she did.
So yeah,
I know
the acting didn't really grab me. The female lead, the woman in front of Ammo, which is the Metro, whatever they call Metro or Miami,
I thought that was
whatever.
A strange casting decision.
The score of the movie, the score was okay.
Could have been better.
Well, you got the Bad Boys theme, so. You already mentioned the cinematography, nice shots of Miami and even Mexico. I think they did there was one scene where they were in Mexico walking up the street, and you could see how bad the air pollution was. And I thought that was actually really good to show that in Mexico.
That was well done.
I'll tell you, it had great stunts. I mean, if you come on for car chases and gunfights and everything, it had some great car chases in this movie. One of the things that really, and this is coming off of seeing 1917. Right. For me, the editing was really choppy.
Agreed.
It was almost to the point that it was distracting from the movie. So.
I also thought the pace seemed long and the dialogue seemed forced at times.
Yeah, to me.
But anyway, I don't want to beat it up too much because, again, we were so happy to see them together. But I think we shouldn't be going to a movie just because someone's made a film, right, about totally loved characters, getting back. I think they could have done a better job on this movie.
And this is not a spoiler because if you look at on IMDb, they've already announced Bad Boys 4. So this movie does not end. Well, it ends, but...
But I do want to say that there were a couple things. I mean, I laughed out loud. I howled. I did.
Well, yeah. I mean, the banter between Martin Lawrence and Will Smith was great. I mean, that was enjoyable. But to me, that was the highlight of the movie. I mean,
it was.
You could have had those two sitting on a couch with Jimmy Fallon, and it would have been just as funny.
So true.
So.
I also want to do a shout out. We saw it at the Spring Cinema and Tap House, Sandy Springs, Georgia, the best movie theater in and around Atlanta. Blessed with an amazing bar, great service. The people around us to actually see this movie the other night were drinking, having so much fun, and it was just it's become the top movie theater, which is fantastic. But I just love how they're dedicated to service and taking care of their customers.
And what events coming up that we're involved with?
Yay! We have the Academy Award Night on February 9th. It's a fundraiser for Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, and it's $20 a ticket. And for that, we're going to have a dessert reception, get some desserts at intermission. You get the ticket in. You can get pictures at the red carpet. There's an amazing raffle, and it's going to be a big night. And how can you go wrong when you're raising money for such an important cause?
Yeah, so if you're anywhere in Atlanta and you love the Oscars, come out and come down to the Springs and rub shoulders with all the famous or not so famous people in Atlanta.
Yep, just go to their website, the Spring Cinema and Tap House, and you can purchase your tickets.
We can't wait to see you there, and thanks for listening. And please, if you haven't already done so, tell a friend about the podcast. We appreciate you listening to us.
We sure do. We'll see you at the movies. Thanks for all your support.
See you at the movies.